No, because what I tried to do was make a film that was very fair for everybody. You know, as I was cutting the film, I wanted to make sure that I was not going to offend, um, you know, people who were liberal-minded and were understanding of where I was coming from. You know, in many ways, you know, this is not a film for people who think from extreme sides. You know, it's how I think. It's my view of the world. It's who I am. You know, and therefore it's a personal film on what I see as the future. You know, and for me, the future. Okay, we have partition. Partition is there. There is another country called Pakistan. My homeland is there. My grandfather, my great-grandfather's house, everything is there. But for me, I value the music. You know, I value Punjabi music. I value Punjabi language. I value Punjabi culture, fashions, you know, all this. And to me, that's a unifying force. That's a positive thing of what I value about my ancestral sort of culture and legacy. If I can't go back to that village, I can appreciate the music and the poetry from that joint heritage.
Huma, yeah, Justin.
Yeah, we'll just take
Huma,
one last
there was a shot in the trailer where one character comes to the other and says, "आप हमारे लोगों के साथ रहा कीजिए." Now this is of course pre-independent India, and we can imagine that sort of dialogue happening. But 7 decades later, here we still have this you versus me divide, where people are judged upon what their ideologies are and which meat they eat. How sad do you think the state is?
Sad, huh? That we haven't really learned. I mean, it's really sad. It's baffling. I think people who talk like that need medical help. This is what my personal opinion is, because I don't think any god or any religion or any country or the idea of nationhood should divide. It should unify. And like what Gurinder said, you should look at the unifying forces like music and poetry and dance and culture and food. You know, I've grown up in a more secular way. I was raised a Muslim, but I've played Krishna at every Janmashtami, you know, in our school and our you know, colony skits and everything. We never कंजक पे हम लोग जाते थे तो पाँव को ना धोते हैं, पूजा करते हैं, दिवाली मनाते हो, आप होली मनाते हो, ईद भी उतने मजे से मनाते हो. So I think आप जब when you can be together and have the best of all the worlds, why would you choose to take such an extreme point of view and miss out on all these beautiful experiences, all these lovely friends? Why would you choose to do that? So I think people who take such an extreme point of view in life have either ulterior motives or just need medical help.
Also, quick question to Mr. Sarkar. Are we looking at a Pakistan release? I mean, is it going to come out officially there?
So, it has been sent to censor. If the censor clears it, definitely will have a Pakistan release. Incidentally, it is having a Bangladesh release. It will be, because that's partition history was as much relevant on the western side as it was on the eastern side of the country. So Bangladesh, it is already cleared. Bangladesh, it will have a release probably on the same date. Pakistan, we are waiting for the censor. If the censor clears, it will have a release.
हुमा नॉर्मली यहाँ सामने आपके राइट में जी हुमा नॉर्मली आप बहुत काम रहती हैं और नॉर्मली आप कुछ बोलती नहीं है मीडिया को, लेकिन हाल ही में ईद पार्टी के टाइम पर आपका कुछ पेपराजी जो नीचे शूट कर रहे थे
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं हुआ था.
ऐसी न्यूज़ आई थी तो क्या
I have no idea, ma'am.
Can I introduce the rest of the cast,
please do that. Yeah, I was
yes,
about to do
I'd
that.
like to introduce on stage Denzel Smith.
Who's playing Muhammad Ali Jinnah?
Muhammad Ali Jinnah.
तो इनकी शक्ल ध्यान से देख लीजिए.
Arunaday Singh, who plays
Asif.
Asif Ali Beg plays our wonderful sous chef.
Yeah.
This is part of the wonderful cast, very small faction, of course, and they're very, very talented, lovely.
Thank you so much. We'll just have a couple of solo pictures. Yeah? Huma? Chal. We good? I'll take it. Chalo, say cheese. Cool. Done. We'll just have a couple of solo pictures. Yeah? So, Huma? Gurinder, आप भी आ जाओ. अरुण